Great stuff. Local comic here in Chiang Mai, ladies and gentlemen. But next up, we have someone who is a real treat. He's a very, very special guest. He has been on the David Letterman show. He has been on the Tonight Show. He's been on Conan. He was actually one of the original writers for Conan O'Brien. And he's even won an Emmy for writing on the Chris Rock show. Amazing stuff. So ladies and gentlemen, give it up for the one and only, give it up for Tom Agner.
Stop the music too soon. Oh boy, that was a little winded from walking up here. Got a little COVID weight. Haven't worn these jeans since pre-COVID. They're a bit tight, trying to get that button there. Cutting off the oxygen to my head. So it's nice to see everybody. You guys look good. It's amazing, a sea of maskless faces. What was that today? Today they said it was optional. Was it today or something like that? Yeah. It's amazing. Haven't seen faces like this for years. Kind of like going to a nude beach or something. It's like, wow, did you see the nose on that girl? Now that is a set of nostrils if I've ever seen one. Nude beach. I've never been to a nude beach. But man, I grew up in small town Ohio in the United States, and I don't know, as a teenager, I couldn't think about anything more exciting than the idea of a nude beach. I was like, oh my God. And then I had some friend. I remember this friend one time told me, he goes, you know, in France, the women don't wear tops to the beach. I was like, oh my God. That night I was like, dear God, please, oh please, let me go to France sometime. So, but yeah, it's good to be out and about. This is really great to see this kind of event. And yeah, I live in Chiang Mai, and I recently moved to a new place. And it's a nice place. I'm glad I moved. I hate the actual process of moving, but luckily I got some help. My landlord put my shit out on the street, so yeah, I figured it was a good time to move. See an opportunity, seize it, is what I say. Yeah, kind of like go-getter, type A kind of guy. But yeah. So yeah, I got all new neighbors. Very nice people. There's a couple that lives next door to me. Very friendly people. Maybe a little too friendly. They keep asking me to do things with them I really don't want to do with them. And the other day I was out in front of my house on the street, and the woman from the couple caught me. She invited me to a dinner party that they were having, and there was no way of getting out of it. So I went, and about 10 minutes after I got to the party, I pretended to have a stroke. Yeah. I don't know if any of you have tried this, but let me tell you, once you commit to something like that, man, is that a hard one to back out of. So I didn't know what to do. I just kept laying there on the floor, just trying to work the one side only, and they were freaking out. When I heard them calling for an ambulance, I thought, this one has gotten away from me. So I didn't know what to do. I thought I'd better just come clean. I popped up. I was like, hey, I was just joking. And they did not seem to find the humor in that little stunt. But probably not going to invite me to do anything with them again. Saw the lady yesterday. I was like, hey. So I like my place. I bought a place, actually. I got a townhouse. Don't be under any illusion or delusion that I'm rich. I don't have a lot of money. Not in 2022. But I was thinking about it. If I could go back in time, like 150 years, I'd be fucking rich. I'd be like Rockefeller or something. People would know me. They'd be talking about me. And they're like, shh, hey, there goes that rich guy. And he's from the future. But following that same line of thinking, sadly, if I could go back 150 years in time, I would have nothing useful to offer the people of that time. Nothing. Except for maybe like colorful stories. I'd be like, hey, come listen to this one. In the time I come from, we got these things called airplanes. And like hundreds of people can get on them, and then they take off and they fly for like thousands of miles. And then they land safely, everybody gets off and goes their merry way. And be like, wow, how's it work? I got no fucking idea. None whatsoever. Not an inkling. Something about aerodynamics, it presses down. I got no idea, but. Yeah, so I live in Chiang Mai, and I'm married to a Thai woman, and she's significantly younger than me, and I know that is probably something you've never heard of in Thailand. Probably strange to hear about this, yeah. She's a wonderful woman. The other day she said, do you need me to go to the show? I said, no, but you can come if you want, but you don't have to come. She said, okay. I said, okay, what? She said, okay, I won't come. That's the kind of support I need, I got a woman behind me that I can count on, is what I'm saying. She's hilarious. I love her. I'm lucky. She's almost 20 years younger than me. Oh, I'm embarrassed of myself. But I know that's not unusual here. And, when she and I met and started going out, she was a full-on adult. She was like 36 or something like that, so I don't think there's too much wrong with that, right? That's rhetorical. Don't be, yeah, you fucked up, man. Okay. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. Now, if we had started dating when I was 30 and she was 10, that might have raised a few eyebrows, I think. So, but yeah, and I've got two young kids, and I never had kids before, so I feel really lucky that I'm getting to have this experience of being an older dad, and for the most part, it's really good. And then there's times that I go, what the fuck was I thinking? This is too much for an old guy. But yeah, I've got a son who's 8. His name's Ethan. And I got a daughter who's 2, who's named Tira. And they're both hilarious, on purpose and accidentally sometimes too. A couple weeks ago, my son, Ethan, said to me, he goes, hey, Tom. He calls me Tom because that's the level of respect he has for me. He said, hey, Tom, when I grow up, can I marry Tira? Caught me completely off guard. The best I could come up with was, I'd really prefer it if you didn't. But let's revisit this when you're a little bit older. Yeah, he's great, so. Got some cotton mouth. But Tira is adorable. She's so cute. We went swimming today, and just me and her. It was fun. But she's 2 years. She'll be 2 years and 9 months on the 1st. So, And I'm 61 years and 11 months. So it kind of is actually perfect because right as she's getting out of diapers, I'll be getting into diapers. So I might be able to share them. Hopefully she'll change mine. Like I changed hers. But yeah, I haven't done stand-up for a while, but I did it a lot before, and I'm fucking lucky that I did okay in comedy career because I don't have any other skills. I started out in school okay, but then I was terrible at school. I was okay until I think it was a combination of drugs and algebra that were my downfall. Yeah, word problems. I had a hard time with word problems. I always felt like they were an invasion of privacy. I was always like, man, it is none of my business how many apples Joe's buying. For all I know, Joe could be wanted by the law. Next thing I know, the police are going to be questioning him about Joe's produce consumption. I'm like, I don't know, officer, really. All I know is he left this morning on a train traveling 100 miles an hour. Pretty sure he's with a guy named X or Y. Might want to check the back of the book because sometimes the answer's right there for you. I come from doctors. But my mom was a doctor and my dad was a doctor, both of them. And I thought about going into medicine, but they pushed me right into stand-up comedy. Like, you get up in your room and start writing jokes. You could be the next Soupy Sales. Oh, but yeah. My parents have passed away since I've been here. Very sad. But my mom never got to meet my kids, and my dad got to meet my son, and I have a great photo of the two of them together, which I'm really glad about. But I got along well with my dad at the end of his life, but there were times that we didn't get along. So when I was a teenager, he and I did not get along that well, but I guess we didn't have much in common. I knew nothing of medicine, and he didn't smoke pot. So I just tried to stay away from him. I was pretty paranoid most of the time. Yeah. Every once in a while, I'd run into him by accident and be like, oh shit, there's Dad. And man, am I high right now. What the hell do I say to this guy? I don't even know him that well. I'm like, oh, he saw me, too late. Hey, Dad, hey, how's it going? Yeah. Didn't I see you in the kitchen last week? Yeah, I thought that was you. I wasn't sure, so I didn't say anything. Still going out with Mom? That's great. You guys have been together a long time. Well, look, Dad, I got to get going. Maybe I'll see you in the living room sometime. Say hi to Mom. Well, I think I better think about getting going here. I wrote some shit down here. Let me see. Oh yeah, that one okay. That's not bad. Okay. Let me see if I can figure out something to end with here. Oh, let's keep it on the money theme, I just want to say, I don't want to get all like preachy or moralistic or anything like that, but money, material things, they're really not that important, right? Yeah. You can't take it with you. That's what they say. What if you can take it with you? What if I die, I get to the pearly gates in St. Peter's like, hey, Tom, how's it going? Where's your stuff? Shit. This is gonna suck for all eternity. All right. Well, you guys are a lovely crowd, and thanks so much for listening to me. And I'm sure you'll enjoy the rest of the show. Thanks a lot.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, what a treat, Tom Agner.